Happy New Year! Hey folks, it's Thomas. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a wonderful festive period celebrating however you do. And it's a new year. 2022 was a year of, well, quite a lot of ups and downs, to be quite honest. Jesus Christ, I can't see it. My specs are manky. 2022 was, for most people and for myself, a year of ups and downs. We had the good times, we had bad times, and I'm gonna just do I'd planned to do two videos. Planned to do two videos at the end of last year where I talked about like looking back at 2022 and then looking ahead to 2023, and then that just kind of didn't happen. So smash it all together into this, a nice New Year update video, and I'll answer the video's title's question in a little bit. The question of New Year, New Me? I'll answer that in a little bit. First, 2022. What was it? Well, 2022 was probably one of the biggest years of my life and also a bit of a mess all over the place. I'm going to talk about 2022 in sections. It's probably easiest to do this because compartmentalizing things helps. University. Year of ups and downs. It's probably the easiest to quantify because at the end of the semester I get grades. And it has been a bit of an up and down year. Some things were great. My fluids module was amazing. My applications of quantum physics module was great. So really happy with those. And then the other things not so great, like the magnetofluids exam that I did at the end of December, start December, end of the year, doesn't matter. Or gravitation accretion module, which I really expected to be great and then wasn't actually taught brilliantly by one of the lecturers. It's fine, they're fixing it. And then there was the utterly shambolic general relativity. I'm kind of dreading getting that exam result back in a couple of weeks. But on the whole, not bad. Some bad times, some good. I'll talk a little bit more about the things that happened around the studies in a minute or two. But yeah, on the whole, I'm still enjoying learning, which is important because I will, for something else I'm going to talk about soon. Personal life, quick update on that. Mental health took a bit of a dive early on in the year. Loads of stress and anxiety, and it kind of came to a breaking point around sort of February, March time. Yeah, I just got to the point where I just couldn't do anything. But I'm doing much better now, a lot better now, and a lot of that is down to going to student services, which I was reluctant to do. It actually got to the point back in sort of February, March time where, or was it January? Early on in the year, where a friend, who I won't name, did essentially force me to go and talk to student services at the university. And it helped. Talking to student services really helped. Talking to them let me figure out what the problems were and how I could fix them. A lot of it was stemming from putting too much pressure on myself, from having a bad sleep schedule, and causing that to sort of, the bad sleep schedule causing me to miss out on things, which meant I had to catch up, which made me further behind on other things, and it was kind of a rolling thing. But talking to them helped me figure out where the problems were and solve them going forward, which has really helped. I'm really glad that I did go and talk to student services, and I cannot thank my friend enough. If you're watching, seriously, thank you so much. It has saved me so much grief. Yeah. If you're in a similar position, please go talk to your student services or to some sort of person who's qualified in this stuff, because it does help more than you think it's going to, especially if you're in that situation. You think it's not going to work, but it does help. On a slightly less heavy note, 2022 wasn't all bad. I got a load of really great experiences out of it personally. I danced so much more. Dancing had come back in full swing, and I attended the RCDS summer school. The RCDS is the Royal Scottish Country Dance Society. They're kind of like the governing body of Scottish country dancing. But they run a summer school in St Andrews every summer, and I went for the first time. I did 36 hours of dancing in a week. I did a load of dancing over the summer. Since coming back to university, in September, I've been teaching dance classes, which has been so much fun. Yeah, it's been really nice to be dancing again so much. I wore through a pair of shoes faster than I expected to. But yeah, it's been great. And part of what's made that so enjoyable was that back in sort of March, I got together with my partner. She's also a dancer. We met through dancing. And yeah, we attended so many dances during the summer, like I think once a week, if not more than that. And it was, yeah, I'm really happy, if you can't tell. Yeah, I think that kind of wraps up personal stuff. So I guess talking about this stuff, YouTube and all the public-y things. So yeah, 2022, not like the biggest year for my various channels and everything, like for on Twitch and YouTube and Instagram and stuff. Not the biggest year, but also like a really useful one. I feel like I've used this year to mature a lot as a creator, which is good. I've not had any. There's not any videos from this year that have sort of blown up. Video from last year blew up in October, which has really helped me sort of propel the channel forward in terms of trying to reach subscriber goals. Didn't quite reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022, but we are so close now. Actually, what are we at? Yeah, we're really close. We're at 977 subscribers as of literally time of recording, because I checked it while I was recording. Yeah, so we're getting so close now. We'll hit that within the next couple of weeks, I think. And yeah, we're getting really close to being able to reach the YouTube partner requirements. Just a few hundred watch hours left. So if you've enjoyed any of the videos recently, please do share them. And if you're new, if you're one of the people who's arrived since my LaTeX videos sort of blew up, well, welcome. It's great to have you here as part of the community. Join the Discord. The Discord link is down below. We'd love to have you here for the long term. And if anyone has any requests, suggestions, questions about things they'd like me to make a video about, talk about, then please drop them in the comment section below. I'm always looking for more ideas. Not that I'm short on them, I have a lot, I just don't know how to turn them into videos yet. Twitch has been probably the most consistent thing I've done online in the last year. I've really enjoyed doing stuff on Twitch. Like, I've been streaming study streams, game streams, I've started a coding project, which I need to get back to now we're in the new year. And it's just been a great time on Twitch. I've spent a lot more time working with the SciComm Collective, which is a small group of streamers, and we also do a little bit of YouTube, some of us do YouTube stuff as well. We grew out of Simon Clark's community, and yeah, it's been great to have that little group of science communicating people on Twitch that I can work with. We did the Yogscast Jingle Jam together, which was amazing. We raised like £1,800-ish for the Jingle Jam for its respective charities, which is amazing. It's so much more than we raised last year. I think last year we raised, well, 2021, we raised about just over £500. So we raised a massive amount more this year. We're so happy with that. And I've got a load of projects in the work with them, and I can't tell you about them right now, but they're really exciting and I'm looking forward to them. So you'll see them over the next couple of months as well, hopefully, if we get them off the ground by then. But those are all the good things. Like with many things, it's been a year of ups and downs with all the stuff that I do. I mean, I got my first paid photography stuff, but then I got really busy towards the end of the year and stuff started sort of falling by the wayside. I didn't get as much time spent on this stuff, making videos for you guys. So I think that that's something I need to work on. But let's talk about looking forward into 2023, because 2023 is going to be a big year for me. So my academics are probably going to be the biggest change for this year. Starting, well, now I'm going on to my master's research project. I've started on the pre-project review at the minute, the literature review. So yeah, I'm doing that at the minute, and it means that my entire semester is going to be research. I'm not going to be doing lectures and tutorials and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be entirely working on research. So here's the sciencey bit for people who are here for that. What I'm doing is my project is looking at modelling the accretion rate of mass and angular momentum in hierarchical triple systems. So for anyone who doesn't know what that is, for anyone who's not a master's level student or above in astrophysics, what that means is we've got a system of 3 stars, where you've got a binary system and a single star, and either the single star is orbiting the binary or the binary system is orbiting the single star. So that is the starting point for the simulation. Around that, there is what's called an accretion disk. This is a flattened pancake of gas and dust that has collapsed down from the molecular cloud the stars formed from into a nice big disk. The matter in this disk is accreting onto these stars. It's moving from the disk onto the stars, increasing their mass. What I want to do is to model this scenario and see how the rates of transfer of mass and of angular momentum onto these stars varies based on the relative masses of the secondary and tertiary components. So on the relative masses of our stars, how does that affect the inflow of mass and of angular momentum? How does it affect it accreting onto these stars? That's what I'm doing. and it's going to be done entirely computationally. We're using a simulation code called Phantom. I'll tell you a lot more about this through this semester, but yeah, I'm really excited about that. The other big change academically this year is that I will hopefully be starting a PhD in sort of September, October time. I've been working on my PhD applications. They are just about all finished now. So yeah, that's a big change that will probably happen in September, October time. I have applied to the universities of St Andrews, Edinburgh, Cardiff, Oxford and Cambridge. So hopefully I will get in somewhere. It may be that come September, October, I am staying right where I am in St Andrews. Well, not right now, I'm in my mum's house. That might be I'm staying in St Andrews in September, October. It might be that I'm moving just down the road to Edinburgh, or it could be moving much further afield to Wales or the south of England. So that's gonna be a big change, and I intend to keep making videos. I want to share my academic journey with you because I think it's useful for people to see what these journeys look like. So that's the plan going forward for academics. It's a year of big changes. It really is. But I think it's going to suit me because I did like researching my summer project, so I think I'm going to like researching for my master's project and a PhD. My public life is also going to see some changes this year because, well, like I said, my academic life is changing, which means a lot of my life is changing. I'm going to be shifting to more research-focused work style, workflow sort of thing, which should mean that I can work more consistently. When I was attending lectures and tutorials, I lost quite a lot of my day to moving to and from the physics building and having just disrupted time. Like if I had a 9 AM lecture and then an 11 o'clock tutorial, then that hour between 10 and 11 just kind of wasn't that useful for getting good work done. So what I should be able to do is work more consistently. I'll do more longer streams on Twitch, Pomodoro streams and such. It will also mean that I can work more efficiently, letting me do more work on this, making videos for you guys, without having too much of an impact on the rest of my life. So yeah, hopefully this year we'll be going for more consistency. And I think this is kind of leading me quite well on to answering the real question of this video, which is new year, new me? No. I've made New Year's resolutions every year for like the last 5 to 10 years, and I never managed to stick to them. So this year, I'm not making New Year's resolutions. Well, not really. If there's one, it is to simply try to improve. The goal for this year is New Year, improved me. So on the whole, I like my life the way it is. There's something I'm not entirely happy with. But revolutionary change just because your calendar year has increased by 1, it seems a little unlikely to be a thing you can consistently do every year. So what I'm going to try and do is improve upon my life. So take my work. I quite often get distracted. I quite often procrastinate. I quite often don't get as much work done as I would like to. Part of that is because I don't have enough discipline with myself. So I'm going to try and improve that and work more consistently. I'm not trying to work massively more. I'm not trying to work massively differently. I just want to work more consistently. Rather than having one day where I work 10 hours and another day where I work 3, maybe want to average that out to maybe somewhere like 6 or 7 hours consistently over 2 days. I just want to have a better structure so I can work more efficiently on my university work, which will then let me spend more time working on YouTube and on Twitch and on my photography stuff and on all these other projects that I've got planned with members of the SciComm Collective. And yeah, that's what I want this year, is to work to improve. Likewise, I had a New Year's resolution last year to lose 5 kilograms, or to be happy be happy in my body. Now, I am much happier than I was, but in the last couple of months with less dancing, more exams, more snacking, and Christmas and New Year, I've put on a fair bit of weight. So I'd like to lose that. But I'm not going to go on some intense diet where I change my entire menu, because that involves far too much effort, and I'll not stick to it because I never do. What I'm going to try and do instead is an incremental change of try and snack less and have smaller portion sizes, because those two things combined should lead to the result that I want. It's all about optimization this year, improvement and optimization of my life, because I don't think that saying I'm going to read 1,000 books in a year and I'm going to exercise 4 hours a day and I'm going to write a dissertation in 2 months that I actually have 4 for. Like, it's not going to happen like that. Like, nothing ever happens the way that everyone thinks it's going to when they're writing their New Year resolutions. So I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself to try and be some amazing new person in 2023 because I like who I am. And with all the other changes that are going on in my life, I don't need to be coming up with more myself. So where does that leave the channel? Well, like I said before, 2022 left us at just shy of 1,000 subscribers and well on the way to reaching the watch hour goal for becoming a YouTube partner. So I think that's probably my goal for 2022 on the channel here on YouTube, is to reach YouTube partner. And that's going to mean having improvements on the channel. I'm going to have to take time to try and get better at presenting, at writing videos, making videos more consistently, editing them better. I also want to look at some of the legacy content on my channel that could be doing better but isn't because titles and thumbnails aren't so good. So I want to take some time to get better at making those, maybe update some thumbnails and see if I can promote some videos again. Yeah, there's a lot that I could be doing. So really, in conclusion for this initial video of 2023, improvement is the name of the game. I am on the whole quite happy with my life as it is. There's just some little things I want to improve and optimize. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2023 to just refine what I've already got, because in a year that has so many changes coming as it is, I don't want to add more to that myself. So all I really have left to say is thank you very much for sticking with me to the end of the video. If you're looking for something else to watch, then there'll be something here. But in the meantime, thank you for sticking with me through 2022. I'm really looking forward to where we go in 2023. And I hope you have a good year yourself. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.